As many of you have seen over the weeks, over the weeks, since our leader Onyendu Mazinu Kanu was illegally jailed by injustice on Motosho, ever since then, they moved this, our leader, Mazinu Kanu, to Sokoto prison. Now, making it very difficult for him to file his appeal. I want the world to be on notice that this injustice that James Omotosho is doing will really catch up with him. James Omotosho has refused Mazinu Kanu peacefully to appeal for his case. You know, I told you people the other day that James Omotosho is very scared of Mazinu Kanu because Mazinu Kanu understands the law more than James Omotosho, and that is the simple truth. I want you to note that James Omotosho, the illegal judge of Nigeria, that Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Akpabio, and FCT minister, the useless and hopeless FCT minister, that drunk, Wike, placed George Omotosho in that Abuja Federal High Court to intimidate their oppositions, to intimidate anybody that crosses their path, and more also to do their stupid and hopeless bidding to jail Mazinu Kanu. And that is what Injustice Omotosho is there to do. Now, this man has refused that Mazinu Kanu will file his appeal case. And that is why I will always come here to tell Biafrans that, look, this useless man that calls himself a judge, I don't know how he became a judge, a man that cannot read, that my son reads better than him. I don't know how such person will become a judge in Nigeria, just because they promise him heaven and earth. I will give you anything you ever imagine on this planet earth. I keep telling you that whatever Tinubu, the drug lord, cannot do with money will never exist on this planet earth. Listen, Tinubu is hell-bent in destroying Mazinu Kanu because Tinubu leaked their secrets. And that is why I will continue to say it here, that Mazinu Kanu can never on this planet earth get justice in Nigeria if Igbos does not rise to start demanding for justice for Nnamdi Kanu. If the world doesn't hear Igbo people's voice, Justice Omotosho would allow these 90 days to be wasted. And that is the simple truth. You know, when we come here to say these things, you people think it's a joke. When we say this, you say, no, na lie, you know go happen. You know go happen, you know go happen. They go Kenya, bring back Mazinu Kanu. You know go happen, you know go happen. They suffered Mazinu Kanu for 5 years. You know go happen, you know go happen. Mazinu Kanu is convicted for no charge. Well, just they convicted him and jailed him for no reason. Because Justice Omotosho and the band of criminals that he has in government are hell-bent of jailing Mazinu Kanu. And where did they send him to? To the Sokoto Caliphate, where the terrorists and armed bandits are currently operating. What does that tell you? So Justice Omotosho or Injustice Omotosho is now telling you that he's a god over Nnamdi Kanu, that nothing can happen. And let me tell us the truth. Nothing will happen, no. Nothing will happen because the man that they feared the most is out. The man that they fear the most is out. Nothing will happen. We'll talk, nothing. But our own is to create the awareness. This is how we have been betraying ourselves. This is how Igbos have been destroying themselves. Nothing, absolutely nothing will happen. It is now, I saw Uche Chikano coming out the other day talking nonsense. That she has been meeting, she doesn't come online, that she's doing her own thing secretly. That secret now ain't go buy you. That secret you boogie. All the years that your husband has been struggling with this criminal DOS, with this criminal Nigerian government and what is it called? DSSS. What did you do? Nothing, absolutely nothing. You did nothing. You just stood there talking rubbish, talking nonsense, fighting Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa, what is your problem? You have not come to tell us how Bianca Olo deceived you. You have not come to tell us that. How she came to deceive you, lied to you to jail Simon Ekpa. The evil that men do. Live with them and live after them and live with their children. That is what is wrong with Uchechi. Now she's going everywhere. They jailed my husband under a repealed law. Where were you when that man needed you the most? It is now that you are talking. Bringing to the awareness of the world that injustice on Motosho is at it again. And we're not going to likely take this lightly. We ain't going to take this lightly. Allow the young man to file his appeal in peace. Otherwise, he will file it and he will remain in pieces. Allow this man to file his appeal in peace. This injustice is getting too much. Justice or Motosho, as you call yourself. This injustice over Mazinu Kanu is getting too much and we can no longer watch it to stand. If Igbos are going to pick arms to defend themselves and come after Motosho, if Mazinu Kanu, if you don't want peace to reign in Nigeria, we are going to do it. We are going to do it. We are going to do it. Allow Mazinu Kanu to file his appeal in peace. Allow Mazinu Kanu to file his appeal in peace. Justice or Motosho. They brought you to Nigeria to destroy the judiciary system. They brought you because of the opposition, so that when they finish rigging election, they will send them to you and you will do the injustice. That is why Motosho is in that seat. He fears nobody because he has the backing of the illegitimate drug lord that calls himself a president. A man that forfeited $450,000 in America for drug trafficking. That is the president of Nigeria. What do you think? How do you think the country is going to move forward? That is who injustice or Motosho is loyal to. So they are hell-bent in doing whatever they are doing to Mazinu Kanu. And they know you Igbos cannot do nothing because you are weaklings. Every one of them are just misbehaving. They said Malami is the number one sponsor of terrorists in Nigeria. You see the way they are petting him. They are not even, they are stylish. It is because Donald Trump made that move. It is because Donald Trump called them out to call these people out. If you don't want me to invade, if you don't want me to put my foot soldiers in Nigeria. Now look at the way they are rubbing him cream, giving him tea. They don't want to even show him on TV. Oh, they are just telling you Malami might be in his house. They tell you that he's in DSS. Let them show us where Malami is in DSS. Let them tell us the day he's going to come to court. You don't reach out with some man now. You will see the shenanigans that they will be doing. But Mazinu Kanu can be tormented. Enough of this torment. This torment is getting too much. And we are going to instigate our people to do the needful. If Justice Motosho does not want to do the right thing, by allowing Mazinu Kanu to peacefully do the right thing. If you don't allow Mazinu Kanu to peacefully file his appeal, you're not going to find it funny anymore, because we have seen that the world is quiet. Nobody cares to talk. Even when Boris Johnson came to Nigeria, he came to Imo State. Boris Johnson told you that Imo State is one of the safest places in Nigeria. The safest place in the whole world is Imo State. Yet, Boris Johnson was under heavy security. He didn't move alone. Security was guiding him. I didn't hear him call. What happened? I didn't hear him talk about the injustice that was being carried out on Mazinu Kanu. I did not hear him ask, "Oh, does Imo State have support? Do we have embassy in this Imo State? Please take me to our embassy." I did not hear Boris Johnson say any of such. But Boris Johnson was quick to tell you that his father's company in Nigeria is safe and sound. And nobody is on media to tackle him. Nobody. That is the former UK Prime Minister. A man that when you see him here is a nobody. And he can come and can you see how stupid Nigeria looks? Tell them that we give you people whiskey, and then you give us your best brain. They were clapping. Very stupid and hopeless black entity. I don't know why. In fact, this thing Mazinu the Kanu kept saying, I don't know why I'm a black man. We don't reason. Very stupid people indeed. I don't know why they created me to be black. Now I'm in Obodo for how many years? Nobody has attacked me. Nobody has robbed me before. I have misplaced my phone almost 2 times in the bus. The driver, if I go back and call the bus station, they will come and tell me to come and pick my phone. Can that happen in Nigeria? Your safety in Nigeria is no more guaranteed. But yet, Boris Johnson came to tell us that Nigeria is the safest heaven. Imo State is safe. I didn't hear him ask about how the road is. Where they said Tiger Base. Where is the Tiger Base? Let us go there and see what is going on there, so that I can tell the world my own findings. It is the people that Donald Trump sent that are telling the truth. But Boris Johnson said Nigeria is safe. Imo State is safer. Under Hope Uzodinma. That the same Omotosho brought to power. That's why they call him Supreme Court governor. This thing is getting out of hand. Omotosho is beating too much. Omotosho will tell us, come and tell educated people like us that Mazinu the Kanu has to copy the prison. He has to write to the federal government that he wants to file an appeal, that he wants Omotosho to move him closer to where he was found guilty in Jesus, where he was found guilty. That he must file his appeal, but he has to go to the government. That means he's loyal to the government, because your law says that anybody that is not satisfied with the judgment you have given as a judge has a right to go to appeal, regardless of the accused, the people that accused him of the crime. They don't need to be there. They don't need to be copied. But the Omotosho told you that you must copy them. Told us that Mazinu the Kanu has to copy the prison. Have you seen that stupidity before? And Mazinu the Kanu has to copy the federal government of bandits, criminals, before his appeal can be successful. Omotosho should stop pushing us to the wall. Injustice Omotosho to stop pushing Biafran to the wall. You know, this is how Simon Ekpa kept warning Nigeria. Kept warning until things got out of hand. And they now called him a terrorist. I am not scared of anybody calling me a terrorist. I am not scared of that. Our land must be at peace at every point in time. And one person must do that. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze cannot do everything for us. After our leader gave that instruction, anybody that knows what to do, Biafra will come, should do it. Omotosho should stop pushing us to the wall. You are testing our patience. You are testing our patience. And the world, this injustice is happening. The world kept watching. They are not even interested. All they are interested is the mineral resources coming from your land. Have you ever seen anywhere in the world where they use a repealed law and jail the citizen? It happened in Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria, where injustice is the right of every citizen. Criminality everywhere. A country that cannot tell you the simple truth they can't say. The other day, their aircraft flew to another destination. I don't know what they were going to do in Burkina Faso. They brought it down. They started telling you that the plane had a problem and they have to land the magic. How can a country lie that kind of lie? While it was the military of that country that forced your plane to come down. Otherwise, they'll bring it down. The whole thing is recorded on their radar. Otherwise, they'll bring you down. He came again and told us, the 11 people has been freed. Why the 11 people remains under captivity? What kind of shameless country is that? That is Nigeria. Most of you will be fighting, Tinubu will be the next president. Hey, Peter Obi will not come. Who cares if Peter Obi is the president of Nigeria? Who cares? Who cares? Do you think I have a problem with that? I have a problem of you people slaughtering Biafrans in Yoruba land. I have a problem, you people slaughtering Igbos in Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, and FCT Abuja. That is the problem we have. We don't have a you can bring a cow to become your president. It's not my business. It's not our business. For real, it's not our business. Stop killing Igbos. That's our business. And that is why Mazinu Kanu is seated where he's sitting. That is why Simon is seated where he's seated today. All of them have been named, they've been called terrorists, but the main terrorists are moving around. The main terrorist financier, they are petting them. The main terror, 46 banks, that is what Abubakar Malami, they found with him. But this was the same man who went as far as Kenya to do a kidnap. That he's fighting terrorists. But yet, he went to kidnap Mazinu Kanu that was fighting the terrorists that he said he's fighting. Today, his name is mentioned. Did you see Mazinu Kanu's name there? In the whole of the 20 names that was released by America, is Mazinu Kanu's name on that list. People that cannot reason. People that cannot think with their brain. Mazinu Kanu's name, is he on that list? That 20 list that they released from America. Now they are petting their own, they are hiding their own. People like Ruben Nadi, Adadio Rama, Ogechuku, that idiot, they will come and start calling Ngozi Arabweze a terrorist. Very foolish Igbo people, stupid Igbo people that they can't reason. They can't reason. Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. Justice or injustice or Omotosho is making the pain. Even Igbos na no get level and no fit do anything. That is what Omotosho is trying to tell you and I. We can't do nothing. We cannot do anything. That is what he's trying to say. We can't do nothing. Look at how they are frustrating Nnamdi Kanu's appeal to appeal that the decision you made in court, it is wrong and I have to prove it. They are turning us up and down. Omotosho should be careful. Omotosho should be careful. Anybody that is around Tinubu and the government, they should warn Omotosho, we will arm our own to fight you if you don't do the right thing. We, Igbos, will do the meeting and arm our own to come after you. Because you're a terrorist, you're terrorizing Mazinu Kanu and the whole Igbos. A law is written. Why don't you follow due process of law and do things right, Omotosho? Why don't you follow due process of law? Omotosho, why don't you follow the law? Nnamdi Kanu is begging to file appeal. His constitutional right. He's right. Frustrating the young man because he's an Igbo man. Frustrating Nnamdi Kanu because he's an Igbo man. Let us see how you people are going to frustrate Abubakar Malami the same way you frustrated Nnamdi Kanu. Let us see. This is the same Malami that told you that Nnamdi Kanu was intercepted in Kenya by Interpol and he was arrested with Nigerian passport. Whereas all the things he said about Nnamdi Kanu were false. And when we found out that he was false, Kenya started calling that, look, this man was illegally removed. UK came and said, look, this man they didn't arrest Nnamdi Kanu in our country. They arrested him in Kenya. We didn't know that he was kidnapped, that they kidnapped him. Now, because of that kidnap, does Omotosho know that he shouldn't have tried Nnamdi Kanu? Does he know that he cannot try Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is yes. But they want to show Nnamdi Kanu that we are God in this country. Nothing else. Injustice can fly, no wahala. Una no get level. We will show you that we are Yorubas and nothing will happen. All because Udugwa Fuada. All because this mad woman called Bianca Olowu deemed the unthinkable. With Uchechi that is shouting everywhere like a mad dog, barking like an idiot. Look at what Omotosho is doing. Tell me, I have been to court in this country. I have been to court. In this country, I have even appealed in this country. They didn't tell me to go and, yes, if you are filing, they will tell you, okay, copy those people. Yes, you will copy them. It's not that the lawyer will Make it mandatory that if you don't copy them, that you're not going to submit your file. You must submit. He must agree. You must have seen the file that you have submitted, and they will tell you, have the prosecutor, have you notified the prosecutor? Have you notified the other party? That is how they do it here. Omotosho is turning the law upside down because of Mazinu and the Kanu. Turning the laws upside down, Omotosho. Turning the law upside down because it's Mazinu and the Kanu. Because he's an Igbo man. He's not an Hausa man. He's not a Muslim. He's a Christian, that's why. He's a Christian. Some of you don't know the fight this man fought for you. Some of you don't know the awareness Mazinu and the Kanu created in Nigeria today. All the things that Mazinu and the Kanu said in Nigeria, did it not happen? Is it not happening? Is it not happening today? What has Oyedepo, Bishop Oyedepo, Papa Yadeboye, what have they said about Nigeria that came to pass? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But the one this prophet said, you brought him and jailed him for committing no offense, for defending us, we Biafran that he's defending. And you want us to sit here and clap for Motosho? A useless judge, a fake judge of the government, Nigerian judge of the government, Tinubu's judge, Tinubu's Arab boy, Wike's boy. That is who Omotosho is. And that is why they can do anything without following due process. Nobody cares. Man said now they cannot ask Omotosho, show me the laws you use in jailing me. He never did. He was air-bent in showing him that I am a Yoruba man. I have the power to deal with you. Tomorrow, if Mazinu and the Kanu is angry, you tell him why is he angry. Oh, he's not remorseful. How is he going to be remorseful? You kidnapped a man for 5 years. Illegally tried him and illegally jailed him. And you expect him to be normal with you. Are you mad or what? Are you mad or something? You see them speaking English, you think they have anything upstairs. They know nothing about the law. A man that did not pass the 4 walls of the laws of any country is the one challenging you in your own laws. And you could not prove anything than sentencing him because you feel that you have the autonomous power. You feel that you have the power to do it, Omotosho, without following due process. I know if we never had oil and gas, that the world would have stepped in and asked Omotosho, where is the law used in jailing this man? Where is the law, Omotosho? But nobody is going to ask that question because they know if they do, they will reduce their hand in helping them to, fuel their evil agenda. People have been slaughtered. All Boris Johnson could come and say in Nigeria is that Imo is safe. Did you know how many of my friends that I lost in Imo State? Imo State is where we used to go and flex those years. I lost 6 of my guys. 6 under this Imo State's insecurity. 6. I'm a very known when they know me die for East. 6. December last year, on the 23rd of December, we make it 1 year. They kidnapped a friend of mine in that same Imo State. I paid 15 million for him to come out. 15! And yet Boris Johnson said he's the safest heaven on earth. I don't know why these people behave the way they behave. I don't know why human life is nothing to you people here. I don't know why. But all the things that they are doing in Nigeria, you can't dare it in this country. You know fit. Who be you? Who you be? From where to where? How? Insecurity in this country? And the to God, it will last 10 minutes. It will not last 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It will not last. That insecurity will not last 10 minutes in this country. From where to where? And the whole country from A to Z, everywhere looks very organized. Even the villages, you think that you are in the main city. It's not like that. When Boris Johnson came to Nigeria, where they took him from Abuja to Imo State, is it the same place? Is it the same thing? It's not the same thing, but yet you are hell-bent in telling Imo light, the whole world, that Imo is the safest place. The reason why I'm saying this is because you are very wicked, man. You are very wicked, and that's why they threw you out of power. Because you can't just be lying. Some of you to have shut your mouth up. Keep quiet. Come here to tell people that what is not is what it is. And when we do it here, you will jail us. You will find us. You will tell us that we are not following the laws. And you made the law here. Why can't we enjoy the same thing we are enjoying here back home? Why can't we? Omotosho must do the right thing. Biafrans, Omotosho must do the right thing. That is my own. He must do the right thing. I don't care how he's going to do it. Omotosho should use the laws and work with the law. Because Omotosho is working under the government of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Anything Tinubu, that is the confidence that they have. This useless and hopeless government, that is the confidence that they have. Anything that they take to Omotosho's table, Omotosho will grant it to the favor of the government, not to the favor of the public. Go and check any case that Omotosho has handled for APC if there is any loss. None. None. That is the man that you hope that will give Mazinu and the kind of victory. You people are joking. You are joking. You don't even know what is before you. You think Omotosho is a joke. You think APC's mind is still where Wike and Imo State governor is. You know what they did to him? Okay, do you know what those people did to Mazinu and the can? You think he has forgotten in a hurry? And you think they will let him go? You are telling us to go and get a lawyer. Go and get the most sophisticated lawyer for Nandekano to fight. You people are sleeping. Better wake up before it's too late. You are still sleeping. You are not a good student of Master Simon Ekpa. You are not a good student of man. Because if you are a good student of Master Simon Ekpa, you won't be asking this question at all. You can't. You can't be asking these questions. Omotosho just they take us for cruise. Everybody is just quiet. You never reach your turn. Now make you they laugh. You they laugh me. You go they laugh me now. Say because I didn't hear they disturb you. I didn't hear they shout. You know they happen. You know they happen. Go and check our billionaire brother. What is his name again? Himself, Obi Kubana. His building. They've kicked him out of his building in Abuja. I hope you people know that his own building that he built with his own money. They don't chase and come out. Just recently. I didn't get the building. They tell you people say, I don't get level. I don't get level. It's so disheartening when you see no abnormality. You go see normality. They use and they play into abnormality, and it's okay. Omotosho they whine us, so you they whine us. You they really whine us. After delivering judgment, Omotosho ran away because they were scared of the unknown. He ran to Dubai. Now he's back. Started committing that same atrocity because he was no shake body. We know shake body. We know shake body. And yet you want Dr. Ngozi Arabuese to come and what do you want her to come and do? What do you want that woman to do realistically? You see, one thing I finally realized is that we're not patient. If you continue to do your own, Amnesty International will hear it. They will hear it faster than you think that they are even. Do you know that somebody said, okay, this group of people that Donald Trump sent to Nigeria to come and, understudy what is going on in Nigeria. They went to Benue State IDP camp, and then they said they discovered that there is 600,000. Is this 600,000 displaced people in IDP and the governor. The Christian governor, a pastor, I don't call that man a pastor, he's a coward, said there is no genocide. And these people came to uncover that there is actually genocide going on. And they said it's 6,000. And I'm saying, somebody was saying yesterday that those guys didn't count well. If they had counted well, because they knew those people were coming, they removed some of them. So they did not count well. If they have counted well, they will see that it's more than 3 million people that are displaced. They did not count well, but they did well. Now, a sitting governor in Benue State is telling you that there is no genocide. Before that sitting governor took over, Autumn was shouting, crying, begging. If this was the era of Governor Autumn, a very wonderful governor that has ever existed in that Benue State, do you know that today, Autumn would have supported the United States of America by showing them what has been going on in their land. Former food basket of nation is now the bloodbath of nation. And a sitting governor that calls himself a pastor. Can you see how corrupt people can be? Even in the midst of death, you are still corrupt. Even when you are seeing that your blood brother, your family, your member, your soul is dying, you are still lying. How do you people face God? Or do you have this? Do you believe that there is no God and then we are just deceiving ourselves here? Yeah? Or you people know that there is no heaven and we are deceiving ourselves? Because I don't know how people reason. If you have conscience, you will think about what is going on and how you want God to step in. Now, God has sent somebody from America and you started lying. And you were busted immediately, quickly, because these people have radar. They see everything that happens in Nigeria. You know, they see everything. Good morning. So these guys see everything that happens there. So you started lying to them that nothing like that has happened. What a shameless country is that? What is shameless country? Started lying. A governor, a sitting governor. I just want to thank Donald Trump for what he's doing for Biafrans. Because I know this is just the call of Biafra. And you will see, at the end of the day, they will tell you that is Biafrans that paid these white people to come and say that nonsense that they said. That is who they are. That is what Nigeria is all about. Nigeria is not for peace. Nigeria does not have, they don't have sympathy to sympathize with the people that are going through pains. Nigeria does not have that heart to sympathize with people who the Nigerian government are, Nigerian unlawful elements are shooting to death. The military. They don't have it. 10 people were killed. I think in either Adamawa State, I can't remember the state now. And yet, 10 women that were protesting were killed unlawfully. The president has not done anything, but the president quickly moved to Benin Republic to go and fight. What does that tell you? Nigeria is gone. And at this moment, I think that the coup did not fail. I think the coup did not fail. Because from what we are seeing, it seems the coup succeeded. Because the president of that country has not spoken yet. So forget what you are hearing on the news until this president comes to tell us. Because from what we are seeing, since that coup did not fail, from what we are seeing, it seems as if he didn't fail. But Tinubu told you that he has combated everything, that they have done everything. The worst person you can deal with is former mafia, former criminal, former drug lord. Thieves. You see how they hide their own. Abakari that killed Biafrans, slaughtered Biafrans like no man business. You see the way they are petting him today. You see the way they are managing him. You see the way they are hiding their own. Enyendibo, $200,000, $50,000. They will start talking nonsense. That is what happened to Adadi Orama today. That is what happened to this young man called, what is even his name? That talks from the both sides of his mouth. Adadi Orama's best friend. They thought they can humiliate people like me. You called me on your program because you were lying. And I told you, why are you trying to destroy the foundation that Obatu Obie has built? Why are you lying to people? All these people were never for us. They were never for us. So on this note, I will have to leave us here. Biafrans, I don't know. I think I might have a time for us to talk on Sunday, if time permits me. Okay. Obinze. Okay. 20. All right. Okay, so I wouldn't have time to discuss that now, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to come up on Sunday so that we can discuss more. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless you guys from here. I'll have to leave. My time is really tight on time. We'll continue to fight, to push until the right thing is done. Mazinu and the Kanu must get justice in Nigeria. Thank you from here, and may God bless you guys.